All right, guys, it's Valentine's Day, and this is going to be 4 units for you guys. I don't know if we're going to be covering all 4 in this video or not. We'll let you know depending on how long the video gets to. But we're going to be going over Sweet Luka, Sweet Nicole, Sakura and Ayaka, and Sieghart and Ignacio. 2 of those are duo units, the new units there, Sieghart and Ignacio, as well as Sakura and Ayaka. Then Sweet Luka and Sweet Nicole are 2 separate units that we'll be going over. This is hot off the presses. We did some nice stuff here. As you can see, there's some missing sprites for Sieghart, Ignacio, Sakura, and Ayaka, guys. But let's get in here. Once again, thank you guys for the support, all the likes in the comments. If you guys could hit 18 bajillion likes today on this video, that'd be most appreciated. 18 bajillion. That's we're going place. We're going to the next galaxy. But thank you guys once again for the support. It always helps out. Even that tiny little like button and that little comment about how you are feeling out these characters and whether or not you're going to go for them at the end of the day. And then once again, thank you so much to everyone who goes even a step further to support this channel, either via the 99-cent bundle on Patreon per month there. That helps out a bunch. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just 99 cents a day keeps the doctor away here. This channel allows me to do a bunch of stuff there, as well as our new channel members who can get the content that we do make a little bit earlier when it is recorded on most days. So thank you guys so much. But let's get in here. Let's start off with one of the most looked forward to units, actually, Sweet Luka here with a very good TMR. And we'll go about Sweet Luka. We'll try to keep everything as concise as possible as far as the character skills and kits go. So the TMR here is the Sweet Earrings. I love this TMR. It's an accessory. 300 flat HP, 45 flat defense, 30 flat magic, 45 flat spirit, and then 30% HP and 30% water resistance. This is a very strong, all-around great TMR here. For the tankiness, you can put this on a support character, you can put this on a tanking character, and the other thing is you can even put this on a mage. It might not have the highest magic in the whole world, but this still has 30 flat magic on it, right? And it is a TMR, and then your mage is going to get a bunch of HP, defense, and spirit all over there. So it's going to help your mages survive those trials as well. And it's got the random 30% water resist. So, outside of trying to put this on like a physical damage dealer, you can put this on pretty much any other unit in the game. You're going to be happy with the results there. So that's why I like the Sweet Earring so much. It's very strong. Now, the Super TMR here is also incredibly powerful. It's nothing you need to go crazy and chase for, but you're gonna be using it if you get your hands on it. So it's 40% spirit, 40% HP, and then 60% water, wind, and light elemental resistance. So once again, fantastic defensive Super TMR. Like I said, you're not gonna going crazy for it, not gonna be super TMR moodling this or anything of that nature, but if you get your hands on it, you're gonna love it. You're gonna be using it all the time. You're gonna have it on somebody. It's gonna be on a support or a tank or a healer or something. You'll be putting this on your characters. Very strong thing there. So Sweet Luka, as far as a character, what does she do? So she is a supportive character. She's got some abilities to chain with some other units in the game here. But most notably, she's going to be someone who's going to allow you to get the right buffs that you need for your party, and she's going to be able to elementally imbue and imperil 4 characters, which is pretty big because I'm going to be talking about it more and more, which is Dark Visions. We don't know exactly when it's going to be coming out, but it is going to be coming out sometime soon. I'm working on a video for that as well, guys. But Dark Visions, you want to be able to pump out as much damage in a single turn as possible, and this is a character that might be able to help you guys out there do that. So let's go over the stuff that she has here. She does have Absolute Mirror of Equity, Divine Ruination, and Chaos Wave chaining skills here. Now, this is Chaos Wave, not Chaos Wave Awakened, and a lot of the mages that we're getting now are Chaos Wave Awakened and not Chaos Wave. So Chaos Wave's kind of like a dying family. All the old mages that are, Chaos Wave, the new ones, that were Chaos Wave or Chaos Wave Awakened now, that's getting changed. She didn't get changed at the time of this recording. Maybe she'll get changed afterwards. I doubt it, because this is literally right before the banner goes live. This recording is anyways. But she does have Divine Ruination, another older family, and she does have Absolute Mirror of Equity, which is her most common family. Now, these 3 skills, not only are they different chaining frame family skills, but they also have side effects here too. So one of them does wind resist, 80% imperil, or imbue, or not imbue, but a resistance increase for your whole party. The other one does a light resistance increase, and the last one here does water. So she's got wind, light, and water increase of 80% depending on which skill you use. It also does increase your limit burst gauge of her by 4 to 5, and her limit burst is pretty powerful there as well. So it's a way to get her limit burst up, maybe do some supportive chaining, and then elementally resist some different elements there. Now, she does have the way to imbue your characters with topping water, wind, and light. These are 3 different skills. Simple skill, 5 turns, either water, wind, or light. Imbue 1 character in your party. That's what you're going to be doing there. These are dual castable, so you can imbue up to 2 characters at a single time. Nothing, no drawbacks. You know, you're not charming yourself. You don't have to be charm immune, you know, stop immune, anything like that. And it's just something right there. You just use it, you set it, forget it. Doesn't cost limit burst crystals, just an MP costing skill. So that's going to be your imbues there with her, the topping water, wind, and light skills. Now, as you can see here, she does have dual cast for pretty much her entire kit. There are going to be a couple of things. I think maybe she can't dual cast. Maybe her unlock skills. No, I think that's her entire kit she can dual cast here. So very strong there. And then we're going to make these unlockable skills here. She does have some skills that could be a little bit confusing, but they're really not. These are going to be some skills that are kind of RNG, but really not RNG. So this is going to be the first one here. Making sweets has a 75% chance of unlocking dark chocolate brownie and silky chocolate pudding and tempting saturé. Or Sagittari, I think is what it is. Excuse me, I'm not a professional chef. Then 25% chance of unlocking gorgeous chocolate a la mode. But either way, no matter what, this skill is always going to give you 100 MP, and these skills are all very, very strong as well. So keep that in mind as well. And the enables chocolate a la mode here doesn't say it enables it for a certain amount of turns, so maybe that's a permanent thing there. Either way, very strong skill to unlock. Another MP battery skill here, and this is not a cooldown skill. Now she does have some meltdown skills here. So meltdown, water, and wind decreases water and wind resist by 100% for 5 turns to one enemy. It also increases attack, defense, magic, and spirit of your entire party by 120% for 5 turns. Meltdown, water, and light decreases water and light resistance by 100% for 5 turns to one enemy, while mitigating magic damage taken by 30% for 5 turns to all allies. So that's another very strong thing that she has there. So she's got some pretty small buffs, 120%, not the craziest buffs in the world, but she does have magic mitigation as well. And then her last one here, Meltdown, wind, and light, 100% wind and light imperil for 5 turns to one enemy, as well as giving your party 150% high tide for 5 turns as well. So she does have the 3 imbues and the 3 imperils to match those imbues. And you can kind of mix and match as you see each of these skills, right, with the attack, defense, magic, spirit buff, the magic mitigation, and the high tide. You know, if you need wind or water, you have 2 different options depending on which sort of thing you're doing there. So pretty powerful kit right there. That's really the concise thing. Going to be a nice outside imbue in imperil for you. Now we have gorgeous chocolate cookie, or gorgeous chocolate fortune cookie, excuse me. 6 turn cooldown, available on turn 1. This one is always going to give you 40% general damage mitigation. 50% of the time, that's all it's going to do. The other 50% of the time, not only is it going to mitigate that general damage mitigation of 40%, it's going to unlock the gorgeous chocolate a la mode for you as well. So you have a little bit of a bonus, right? I really don't like, you know, RNG skills, but hers are a little bit different because you're always going to get the main effect, and then you can kind of get a bonus effect. You're always going to get some sort of bonus effect, or in this case, the 40% general mitigation. You know you're going to get. It's not like you need the mitigation. You get, like, you know, heal, you know, poison or something or something like that, you know. So this one's fine in my book, and she has other ways to unlock gorgeous chocolate out of mode. It is a really good skill, but you don't have to have it to make her good. The last one here is tricolor candy coating, 10 turn cooldown, available in turn 1. 50% of the time, it's going to be increased water, wind, and light resist by 100% for 5 turns to all allies. The other 50% of the time, it's going to do that same elemental resistance buff, and it's also going to unlock gorgeous chocolate a la mode. Before we get into her passives, though, let's go down to these skills that we talked about. So the silky chocolate pudding is a 150% attack, defense, magic, and spirit buff for 3 turns to all allies. Dark chocolate brownie is 30% general mitigation. Tempting saturé, excuse me, 3000 HP barrier for 3 turns to all allies. And then gorgeous chocolate a mode is a 200% attack, defense, magic, and spirit buff for 3 turns, a 30% general damage mitigation, and a 3000 HP barrier. So the main thing here, right, that she's got general damage mitigation everywhere, so that you don't really, you know, she's not hiding it behind the gorgeous chocolate a la mode, but she is hiding this 200% attack, defense, magic, and spirit buff, and the 3000 HP barrier is kind of what's hiding back there. And it's going to, you know, kick it up a notch, Emerald Lagasse style. Shout out to the Food Network circa 1990 back in the day there. So pretty powerful skills there. Her passives here, very easy. She's immune to poison, immune to blind, immune to sleep, immune to silence, immune to paralyze, immune to confusion. Her TMR says super TMR trustability. She has guts, so 100% chance to ignore fatal damage if her HP is above 1%, and it's max 2 times. So she can ignore death 2 times times before she dies. MP 20% here, and then defense, spirit, HP, MP 20%. She's also immune to petrify and disease there. She has various HP, MP, defense, and spirit buffs. Pretty much a very defensive character here, very tanky. A lot of HP, MP, defense, and spirit buffs there. You know, nothing crazy, like there's no random magic and attack buffs or anything of that nature. She's just a very tanky unit there in that right there. So her limit burst here is going to do some magic damage, not that big of a deal. It does have 11 hits. You're not really doing damage with this character. And then it's going to restore between 70 and 100% of your HP with a big 12,000 HP per turn regen. She doesn't even scale off any sort of spirit. It's just always 36,000 HP split over 3 turns. That is 12k a turn. That is a very powerful limit burst. And she's not really like healer, but if you do build her up for, you know, being able to use that limit burst and spam that limit burst out, because she can wear, you know, she can wear daggers, she can wear staves and stuff, maces, all that good stuff. If you have some high tide gear to throw on her, right, dual wield high tide daggers, you'll be able to get this 38 costed limit burst up, and she might be able to take over, you know, the healer role for you whenever you need a limit burst. So that's a something thing that you can think about there. 12,000 HP per turn as well. And you know, she's not going to be your main healer. She doesn't have the full healer kit. She doesn't have you know, all of the element removal, the attack defense magic spirit break removal. She doesn't have, you know, the crazy AoE re-raise and stuff, but she can get in there and fulfill, you know, some turns where maybe your healer needs to do some other stuff. You can use the other supportive aspects in your healer's kit, and she can just be like, yeah, I'm going to heal everyone up, and then we're going to get an additional 12k HP per turn for the next couple of turns. And depending on what other healer you're using as a partner, you can use that healer's supportive aspect. So that's another thing to keep in mind there. I think she's a very fantastic unit if you're looking for an outside imbue slash imperiler. If you already have one, though, then you don't really need Sweet Luka. But if you're looking for one, if you're using a lot of, you know, true double hand characters, a lot of characters who want that outside imbue and imperil, it's always a fantastic way to get in there. And for Dark Vision specifically, she's going to allow you to maybe even target certain elements that you are not able to target with the characters you're using, because there's going to be different bosses that are weak to different elements, and she's got 3 of them right there for you. So if you have someone who does like fire and earth damage and lightning or something, then you can add wind, light, and water to your kit there and be good to go there. So that's another thing to think about there. She is not a time limited character. Sweet Luka and Sweet Nichol are not time limited. The other 2 are. So let's get into the next character, which is going to be Sweet Nicole real quick. We'll talk about him. We're going to be able to blaze through this guy real quick, dude. Gone in 60 seconds style. Nicolas Cage, better look out. It's over. So Valentine Tuxedo here. It's clothing, 120 MP defense of 12, 60 magic, 20 spirit, 30% ice resist. It's your basic mage body piece, but remember, it is clothing and not a robe. So if you're using this on a mage, you have a character who wants a bunch of, if equipped with a robe passive, this is not going to do that for you. His super team is the Icy Passion, 6% magic, 40% MP, 80% ice resist. For Super Timar, it's okay at best. It reminds me of like Lulu Super Timar. It's pretty dated. It's got like MP percent on it over Lulu's. It's a different element, obviously. It does have a lot of ice resist, but for Super Timar, if you get it, yeah, you're going to find uses for it, but it's nothing to lose your mind over. Now, Sweet Nicole as a kit, as a character, he's more of a mage than Sweet Luka is. He's got a little bit of a supportive stuff in his kit. As you can see, his equipment is very mage-oriented, rods and robes and all that good stuff. And let's go over it real quick. He has the Chaos Wave Awakened Chaining Frame family. I don't know why they didn't make Sweet Luka Chaos Wave Awakened. Left her Chaos Wave, but let's go over it real quick. Basically, he's going to have ice and water Chaos Wave Awakened damage. You get your traditional 75% elemental imperils. They do go up. He does have unlockable quad cast, as you can see with Heartbeat Accelerator, his first big namesake of a skill. 5-turn cooldown available on turn 1. He becomes immune to magic and spirit break for 4 turns. Kind of a wash. A lot of other supports do that for you. He does get 5 turns of quadruple surprise, which is quadruple cast for him, and his big damage dealing skills do get a 4 times modifier increase, which is actually be an 8 times modifier increase in his case there, because they do ignore 50% of the enemy's spirit there. So that's something to think about there. It buffs Ice Bloom and Melting Heart. Melting Heart is going to be his water magic damage version. Chaos Wave Awakened to a single target. Ice Bloom is ice magic damage ignores 50% spirit to one enemy as well. So that's the other thing. He's a mage that's single target. Most mages at least are AoE. He's single target. He can get these multipliers all the way up to about a 30 times mod increase there at the end of the day. He has some other stuff like ice and water, resist 80% for 3 turns to your party. He does have a little bit of MP regeneration there, but if he's in your party to do damage, it's pretty much what he's going to be doing. He's going to be trying to do damage. He does have a native triple cast at 7-star level 101. If you're 6-starring him for some reason and trying to use him at 6-star, he only has dual cast there. 7-star level 105, he does have Blue Harmony, which is going to give Ice Bloom and Melting Heart his main damage dealing skills a 1.5 mod increase for 5 turns to the caster there. He does have triple cast Black Magic if you want to get in on that flood and freeze chains for something in the future. Don't do that. Just stick to Cast Wave Awaken, but if you want to, you can do it. He has Love Tactics here, 5-turn cooldown available on turn 1, 100% ice and water imperil for 4 turns to all enemies, and enables quadruple surprise here as well. And then he's got Magical Climax, increases his magic by 200% for 5 turns to the caster, and then gives himself a 5 times mod increase to Ice Bloom and Melting Heart. And this buff right here cannot be dispelled. So he's got 2 ways to get quadruple surprise, right? He's got Love Tactics here, 5-turn cooldown available on turn 1, and then he's got his other one, Heartbeat Accelerator, 5-turn cooldown available on turn 1 as well. So you're gonna start off with Heartbeat Accelerator with your triple cast. You can triple cast that, and then you can triple cast Magical Climax, and then you can go in here and you can put in, you know, the 75% imperil with Passionate Rose if you want to on turn 1, or you can go ahead and use Blue Harmony, get that 1.5 modifier increase. So it's gonna be 5, 6.5, and then 10.5. So it's gonna be 21 times mod increase right there, adding on to this native 6 here. So you're going to be very easily get up to that 27. The other modifier increase that you can get from him is from his limit burst. If you're looking for that big burst damage, after you use his LB, you get another 1.5 mod increase for 4 turns to the caster. I don't see you guys actually using the limit burst, and usually we go over limit burst last, but since we're going over modifier increases, I don't see you guys using this if you're using them in your rotation. It's going to be a damage loss because since he has 2 ways to keep his quadruple cast unlocked, right? We went over and you use on turn 1 those skills we talked about. When your triple cast is about to fall off, you can just use Love Tactics to re-unlock it and get that 100% imperil. And then you're going to have quadruple cast until this one's about to run out. By the time this one's ready to run out, you're going to be able to use Heartbeat Accelerator to keep it back up and get that multiplier increase. So you guys go up to, you know, 27 or 30 times multipliers, but you're traditionally looking at 27 times mage. So 27 times mod, you know, quadricast mage. That's what you're looking at. It's going to be very easy to use ice and water elemental damage here. He's got true dual wield and true double hand 100%. He's just your traditional mage, nothing to, you know, go crazy over. No game breaking anything, no Magnus abilities. He did get some global upgrades, and he is way better than what he was in JP. You know, if you're having a mage, you're looking for a mage, he could be your guy. Cast Wave Awaken, Quadricast, ice and water. But outside of that, just your traditional mage guy. So outside of Sweet Luka and Sweet Nicole, Sweet Luka is the winner. She's one of the better units on the banner. It's general magic damage dealer. Sweet Luka, very nice supportive character. But once again, thank you guys so much for the support. You guys are fantastic out there. If you could, leave a like if you made it all the way through this video. But thank you guys so much for the support, especially those of you guys who've joined the 99-cent Patreon club, or if you've joined the community member here as a YouTube channel member. You guys are all fantastic. Allow me to keep doing content for this community because FFBE is not the largest game in the world, and I can only reach out so far, and the audience is only so big, and you guys allow me to keep doing this stuff for you guys, growing as a channel and as we hang out on Twitch and Discord, all that good stuff. So thank you guys so much for the support. Every single one of your every single one of you guys that help out matters so much in every single way. So thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.